Ever wondered why narcissists seem to be bent on breaking you down? Today we dive into the intriguing enigma of narcissists, shedding light on their perplexing behavior and the chilling ways they impact their victims. Narcissism, a term derived from the Greek myth of Narcissus, who fell in love with his own reflection, is more than just excessive self-love. It's a complex personality disorder characterized by a grandiose sense of self-importance, a lack of empathy, and a deep need for admiration. But there's a darker side to narcissism that often remains hidden beneath the surface. When we talk about pathological narcissists or narcopaths, we're referring to individuals with a chronically low self-esteem. Their authentic selves are shrouded in insecurity and self-doubt, much like the toxic monster we affectionately call Mr. Hyde. To mask this vulnerability, they create a charming, charismatic persona, the Dr. Jekyll that everyone admires, yet maintaining this facade requires a constant source of validation and admiration, and that's where the host comes in. Narcissists engage in a parasitic relationship with their partners, using them as a fuel to maintain their false selves. This dynamic is akin to an emotional vampire feasting on its prey. Narcissists drain their victims, sapping their confidence, self-esteem, and even their identity. They're relentless, leaving their victims feeling empty and broken, much like a drained battery. Most people, no matter how toxic, would leave you with at least a little reserve of self-worth. But narcopaths are different. They don't just take what they need and move on. They leave a trail of destruction in their wake, often seeking to completely destroy their discarded partners. As we delve deeper, we'll uncover the chilling reasons why some narcissists may push their partners to the brink of despair. So buckle up as we navigate the stormy seas of narcissism and explore the motivations behind their destructive behavior. Behind the narcissist's destructive behavior lie 6 unsettling motivations. Let's peel back the layers and delve into this disturbing psyche. First, there's greed. Narcissists, due to their inflated sense of entitlement, often feel justified in acquiring all they can, even at the expense of others. In the context of a marital relationship, this might mean seizing all assets upon the demise of a spouse. Secondly, the need for sympathy. Narcissists thrive on attention, and what better way to garner that than through playing the victim? The tragedy of losing a partner provides a perfect stage for them to bask in the sympathy and concern of others. Then there's fear. Narcissists dread being unmasked. The prospect of their ex-partner revealing the truth about their abusive behavior can be terrifying. In such cases, the narcissist might go to extreme lengths to silence the potential whistleblower, even if it means pushing them towards suicide. The fourth motivation is pleasure. It may sound chilling, but narcissists often derive a sadistic sense of satisfaction from the suffering of others. This stems from their need to assert dominance and control. Pushing someone to the brink is an affirmation of their power and control, a dark trophy of their Machiavellianism. The fifth motivation is control. Narcissists are all about maintaining power dynamics in their favor. If children are involved, they might attempt to alienate them from the other parent, ensuring their narrative remains unchallenged. Your silence allows them to orchestrate their version of events without dispute. Finally, there's the excuse. Narcissists are always on the lookout for fresh sources of narcissistic supply. The demise of a partner clears the path for them to seek new relationships without raising eyebrows. What could be seen as inappropriate or suspicious is reframed as a comforting solace in their moment of tragedy. These motivations might seem inhumane to most of us, but to the narcissist they serve a purpose, fueling their dangerous behavior. Now that we've uncovered the motivations, let's explore the dangers of narcissistic behavior. This pathological conduct can have serious and, in some cases, life-threatening implications for its victims. The emotional trauma inflicted by a narcissist can be vast and deep-seated. Victims often find themselves in a constant state of anxiety and confusion, caught in a cycle of emotional highs and lows that can feel impossible to escape. This emotional roller coaster is no accident, but a carefully orchestrated strategy designed to keep the victim off balance, second-guessing themselves and ultimately under the narcissist's control. This manipulation can lead to a profound loss of self-esteem. The narcissist's tactics often involve belittling their victims, making them feel worthless and incapable. This systematic erosion of self-esteem can leave victims doubting their worth and abilities, feeling helpless and dependent on the very person causing them harm. In extreme cases, this relentless emotional abuse can lead to suicidal tendencies. Psychological studies have shown a strong correlation between prolonged exposure to narcissistic abuse and an increased risk of suicide. This is the darkest and most dangerous aspect of narcissistic behavior. A stark reminder of just how devastating the effects of this toxic relationship can be. But it's not just the victims themselves who suffer. The effects of narcissistic behavior can ripple out, impacting friends, family, and even entire communities. The narcissist's need for control and dominance can disrupt social dynamics, causing discord and distress far beyond their immediate circle. What's more, narcissistic behavior can perpetuate a cycle of abuse. Victims, particularly those who've been exposed to this behavior from a young age, may unknowingly adopt similar patterns of behavior, inflicting harm on others in the same way they were hurt. The dangers of narcissistic behavior are real and far-reaching. They underline the importance of understanding and addressing this harmful pattern of behavior. Society as a whole needs to recognize these dangers and work together to support victims and hold perpetrators accountable. As we can see, falling prey to a narcissist can have devastating consequences. In this exploration of the narcissistic mind, we've discovered some alarming truths. We've delved into the enigmatic world of narcissists, uncovering the 6 deadly motivations that drive them: greed, need for sympathy, fear, pleasure, control, and excuse. We've seen how their pathological low self-esteem fuels a parasitic relationship, where they feed off their partner's confidence, self-esteem, and identity. Indeed, they are aptly termed emotional vampires, bent on a mission to drain their partners dry. We've also highlighted the terrifying lengths they may go to, even pushing their ex-partners towards suicide, in order to maintain control, silence potential whistleblowers, and craft their own victim narrative. While the world of the narcissist is indeed a terrifying one, understanding their motivations and the dangers they present can help us protect ourselves and others from their destructive behavior.